Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, our group is going to discuss about the manufacturing process of a trolley. My name is Chan Junwei. I'm the leader of this group, and my fellow members are Encik, Jun Lim Jaji, and Saraswathy, anak perempuan VELLAITHAM.
Hi everyone, I'm SARASWATHY VELLAITHAM, matrix number AA200921. For this project, my group members and I choose trolley as our object. Objective of this project is first is to identify the proper material and components to manufacture a trolley. The number two is to know every step in manufacturing a trolley and its importance. And the last one is to assemble all the parts and complete the trolley. The next part is project scope. This will guide that the project does not stray from its objective at any stage during its implementation. First is carry out a material selection which suits the trolley's function and load. Second is prepare the machine and equipment for every process like brazing and welding. The third one is find out suitable tools to join the trolley parts.
Hello, my name is Chan Junwei. Let me introduce what is trolley. A trolley is a device used for carrying loads or transporting materials from one point to another point. A trolley can be made of steel, stainless steel, mild steel, and aluminium. There are many trolleys in the market and they will vary with the demand of customers. So there are three types of trolley that we are going to discuss. The first one is the dolly, also known as platform truck, and the structure of the dolly is made of a platform on four wheels at each of the corner. The dolly is unpredictable in motions as it does not have handle. Without a restriction of handle, this type of trolley is able to carry heavy equipment such as furniture. The second type of trolley is known as platform trolley. It's also known as push cart or hand truck. Unlike dolly, this type of trolley has a handle where it enables user to control the motion and the directions. Some platform trolleys even redesigned with a foldable handle where it makes it portable and cut down the storage space. The third type of trolley is sack trolley. This type of trolley is fabricated with an L-shaped latch platform on two large base wheels with a handle to push the load. This kind of trolley is suitable to carry tall goods as they can lay easily on the back of the trolley.
Hi, my name is Jun Lim Jaji, matrix number AA200522. In order to manufacture a trolley as the figure below shown, 6 main steps such as cutting, filing, milling, welding, and mechanical fastening are needed. The material used for the handle is solid section round steel, while the material for the strengthening pieces is a round section steel tube. For the trolley frame, square section steel tube and square section aluminum tubes are used. Lastly, the shaft is made of sheet steel metal. Step 1 is cutting process, where we need to cut the raw material into desired dimension. The tool used is cut-off machine. Step 1, measure the raw material and mark it by using measuring tape and pencil. Step 2, mark the length that need to be cut by using the pry square and scribble. Then secure the raw material on the vise of the cut-off machine. Align the position that needs to be cut below the blade of the cut-off machine. After turning on the machine, press down the button on the handle and slowly pull down the blade towards the raw material. Pull down the blade of the cut-off machine until the raw material is eventually cut off. Lastly, release the operation button and slowly return the blade into its original positions. The second process is filing process. The purpose is to file the cutting surface of the raw material. The tool used is grinder. First step, before we start with the grinder off, press the grinding wheel towards the edge of the surface perpendicular to the blade. Adjust it to ensure that it has some angle as the edge of the blade. The grinding wheel is lifted for a moment and turn on the grinder. Follow the correct angle. Make several light pass along the blade. The third process is bending process. The purpose of this process is to turn the steel solid round section into a curved handle. The tool used in this process is a pipe bender. By using the pipe bender, first step, place the tube in the straight groove block, which secures it. The lever arm is then rotated Slowly bend the tube into a rounded channel shape. That is all from me. I'll pass it to my groupmate.
The fourth step of the process is molding process. The purpose of the molding process is to drill a hole on the steel trolley frame for the installation of wheel. The molding machines that we apply in this process is vertical molding machine. For the steps, first, we are going to secure the steel trolley frame, which is the square section steel tubes in the vise. Second, we align the end mill with the center of the hole. Next, we adjust the X and Y axis via longitudinal and cross traverse hand wheel until the tip of the end mill is aligned with the center of hole. And we are ready to turn on the machines. We'll use the vertical movement crank to adjust the Z axis. We'll turn the vertical movement crank until the end mill drill through the frame. These steps are repeated for the next side of the frame. The fifth step is welding. Welding is a process to join the parts of the trolley. The type of welding that we apply is shielded metal arc welding (SMAW), or also known as stick welding. For the first step, the file raw materials are cleaned properly. Then the part to be welded are held firmly. The electrode are inserted into the electrode holder at an angle of 60 degrees to 80 degrees with the joint. Then we will select a proper current and polarity. A E6013 electrode will be chosen to run with DCEP 100 ampere to produce a smooth running and good colors. Next, the joint between the shelf and strengthening of the trolley is marked by the arc. The welding is done by contacting the electrode with the joint between two parts. Maintain the electrode with a proper distance to produce an arc to form a T-joint. The slag is brushed off after the joint is being cooled. The welding process is repeated for strengthening and side with lap joint, while for side and handle with butt joint. After the welding is all done, the electrode holder is taken out quickly to break the arc, and the current supply is turned off. Last step and the sixth step is the mechanical fastening process. In this process, two swivel caster rubber wheels are being installed at the left and the right side of the trolley with the M5 screw and nut. A hex driver is being applied to tighten the screw and nut into the drill hole. After the caster wheels is being installed to the trolley is now movable and ready to use.
Hi, good day. My name is Encik and I'm going to present about advantage and disadvantage of manufacturing steps in producing a trolley. The first step is cutting process by using cut-off machine. It can use for wide range of materials, produce a better cut surface finish compared with other cutting methods, and effective in cutting process. But on the other hand, it consists high capital cost and maintenance costs, requires a skilled programmer to operate the machine, and it is noisy. The second step is filling process by using grinder tools. It can produce a smooth and high surface finish. It can machine hard materials, and less pressure is needed. But the cost of required tools is high. It can only remove a little amount of materials and consume more time. The last one is it may lead to damage due to imperfect contact. The third step is bending process by using pipe bender. It is low price, easy to operate and convenience, and safe to use. But the accuracy is poor. The pipe or tube will crush and slow production. The next step is milling process. Its advantages is less time requires for production, high accuracy of the component, and reduce the human errors. But the disadvantages are high equipment costs and maintenance costs, consume more electricity, requires a skilled programmer to operate the machine. Besides, the next step is welding process by using stick welding. Its advantages are low equipment costs, easy to replace the welding rods for different metals, and it can be used at outdoors because it does not require external shielding gas. But in the flip side, it is difficult to weld thinner metals. The welding rod needs to replace more frequently and requires a skilled and experienced welder. The last part is mechanical fastening process. It is simple to install, require a minimal operating space, easy to disassembly, maintenance, and repair. But it is easy to expose corrosion environment. Next, it requires a trace to ensure the fastener can hold the parts, and it will cause the loss of smooth surface. That's all from me. Thank you.
As a conclusion, a trolley is an object that we use to transport heavy things and loads, such as shopping or luggage. Manufacture a trolley should consider few aspects like suitable material, parts of the trolley, and also the importance of the every process. This trolley used aluminium as a material to avoid rusting. and the body of the trolley was painted to avoid corrosion. The parts of the trolley must be assembled using correct and suitable bolts and nuts. This will keep the trolley lasting for long. Main processes like fitting, bending, miling and welding will make sure the trolley and its shape can carry loads and are safe to use. In conclusion, every step in manufacturing a trolley is crucial for the user's concern.